Okay, so here we are. Don't really think we have anything else we need to be doing in this base, so we'll exit. Now let me just talk, if you haven't played this game before, it's a survival game. So there are things that'll kill us, and if we have a look down the bottom on the right hand side here, we have food, we have water, we have health. My health's a little under at the moment, my water's a little under. We also have O2, but of course we're on land, that's not a problem when we're on land. And I think what they've done here with the cold is to, because when you're under the water, the challenge is to manage your O2 and make sure you don't drown. So what they've done with the cold is to really take that and give you a similar experience when you're on land as well, because if you don't manage your temperature, you die. So it's the same idea, which is fine. It kind of works okay, and there are various ways of dealing with it. So let's exit. You can notice when we're in places like this, my temperature is staying at 100. I'm assuming that's not 100 degrees. It's probably 100, unless it's Fahrenheit, I guess maybe. Or 100%. Let's just assume it's 100%. So we exit here. As soon as we exit, okay. This is one of the problems I have is the weather and the visibility. This I think is the big problem with this section of the game. But as you can see, immediately my temperature begins to fall. My temperature begins to drop. And if I stay out here for a while, it begins to drop quite considerably. And you'll see I start getting icicles at the edge of my screen. Nice effect. I like that. Tells me without telling me, you know, that there's a problem. Oh, what's happened to my snowfall? Oh, okay. And you can see it keeps going down and down and down. How do we fix it? Well, we just saw one here. Okay, so we have these vents. All right. Now the weather gets worse. So I can stand on these vents. All right. Now notice what happens when this weather comes in. It's loud for a start. I believe these weather patterns, these happen wherever you are, whether you're out at sea and you surface, or whether you are on land like I am at the moment. And you'll notice it's actually not quite so bad here, but they really affect visibility. This one's not as bad as it could be. And I'm dying again. This is the other thing as well. So these vents, you know, it's not unusual for a vent to be going. So you got vents over here. You run over to it and it stops. So, you know, we've got these other vents over here. I can just pop back into here and I'll warm up. The other ways that I've got as well, they offer you a few ways, and I think these mechanics are quite good. The other ones I've got, we have these fevered pepper plant. And you'll see it gives me body heat of plus 31, food of 12, water of 12 as well. So if I go and eat one of those, actually let's go back out. Okay, hang on. You might have noticed there are icicles falling. Okay, have a look at this visibility. The visibility is about 0. I'll just point this out to you. And there's a good reason, and this is really the crux of my critique, or why I dislike this, because we have visibility of 0 here. Now I'll talk about why in a second. So we've got heat down, our temperature's down to 35%, whatever. If I have one of these, you'll notice it immediately pops up, that's fine, that's good, no problemo. Now, if you remember, what we need to do is we need to navigate this area. So we're exploring this area, and we are trying to find this thing right here. Okay, now you may begin to see the challenges in what I've just mentioned with the visibility. The visibility is down to about 0. But let's see, let's give it a go and see what we can do. So we're standing here at the moment. Now apparently there's a pangling thing here. I don't really care because the one I want is here. I'm being pretty pragmatic. There's a lot in this game, a lot of things you can do that are maybe more cosmetic, maybe, you know, are not core to the central game. So these things, for instance, or some of them, I'm not really personally really taken with this pangling thing. I think some people might find it quite cute and interesting. I kind of don't. It doesn't really work for me. I think it probably works for some people, but that just might be my personal preference. So, you know, that's neither here nor there. Some people like things, some people don't like things. That's very different from what I'm talking about at the moment, which I think is something which really is punishing the player. And punishing your player, unless you're creating Dark Souls or something along those lines, you want to be careful about doing that. And this game as well, you probably should talk about Subnautica Below Zero and Subnautica as well. In many regards, punishing gameplay is certainly not what it's about. It's not difficult gameplay. It's more exploratory. It's a survival game. You find resources, you find blueprints, you build things, you construct a base and stuff like that. So really, that's what it is. It's not one of those games. I know there's certainly players out there who really like a hardcore challenging game, which is fine. But this is not a hardcore challenging game. So this is one of the reasons that I'm bringing this up as an issue. So let's start trying to find this thing. The other thing I will mention, I have created the Snow Fox, which you saw there. Probably one of the worst vehicles that I've ever encountered in a game, and I don't quite understand why either. But I don't want to harp on that one because you don't have to have the Snow Fox. What makes the Snow Fox very useful is that you're protected from the cold while you're on it. So that's actually really good because, you know, it can be quite challenging in the cold. So I'm going to jump on the Snow Fox. We're going to go and see if we can find our little pangling hideaway, and we'll talk about it as we go along. Okay, so this is the door. We need to go to the right. So let's go to the right. Controlling this thing is abysmal. Alright, so we need to go to the right. Presumably we need to go this way. Now it's dark as well. You can hear the icicles drop and will kill me. So that's fun as well. So there are challenges here. Now what I might do, I'm running out of... I'm going to get off here. I do know this area, so this is where I get my little fevered pepper plants. It's always good to have a few of these on hand. So let's grab some of those. I will eat the old one. They do take up quite a bit of space, but you know, that's okay. I'm just going to grab those because I want them. I have explored this already, so let's try and make a direct route. What we're really doing at the moment is exploring. It's nighttime. The sky's quite beautiful. The area is quite beautiful. But, you know, I'm pragmatic. I want to find this thing, and this is a large area, so let's have a look. It's nighttime now. I'm trying to find my pangling thing. Is it up here? I honestly, I do not know. I don't know where it actually is. Maybe it's up here. Let's go the other way first. So let's assume that it's going to be somewhere around here. Okay, so let's go through here. Alright, there we go. Now, those things happen. So there's these challenges. They can damage our vehicle. They can damage us. Let's come up here. We do have a flashlight. It's always useful. So, is this our pangling? Is this what we're looking for? Good question. Now, thankfully, I think it's good that they made it so we don't get frozen while we're in here. Okay, but now we're going up to a different level now. You know, okay, we'll come up here and have a quick look around.